welcome back to another episode of Lies My Vagina Told Me, the podcast where I unpack a lifetime of questionable choices, all made by my vagina. And hey, where better to do this show than in Vegas, the mecca of questionable choices. And we are coming to you live from the NAB Show at the League of Filmmakers. And I will say we made one spectacular decision because we have with us a Vegas powerhouse, ladies and gentlemen. She is an actress, a singer, a dancer, a creator, and a goddamn fucking showgirl. Please welcome the dazzling, unstoppable Ruby Lewis. Woohoo!
Goddamn right.
Welcome to
And add newscaster to that because look at this. Look at us.
Look at that.
Live from San Diego.
The weather.
NABD. We're
Thank you so much for doing this.
I'm so excited.
Do you know that you are our very first live in-person podcast? I've done like 22 of these and you're number one.
I did watch a lot of them and you're right.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm usually home alone in underwear, waist down, talking into my computer.
Well, there's a different energy about being live, and we're also surrounded by thousands of people.
And so many men. I don't usually discuss my vagina in front of a lot of tech guys.
Yeah.
That's not usually my main base.
I've seen a lot of beards.
Yeah,
Seen
it's
a lot of,
I've been a beard. But okay, so Ruby, let's talk about you because this show is all about you. I just have to say something. Your resume. Man, it is from New York to Los Angeles to Las Vegas to fucking Puerto Vallarta. How did this all start for you?
I think that it all started. I had my touring 20s, okay?
Yeah.
So I moved to New York City right out of college. I went to college in Kentucky. I moved to the big city, but I had already lined up my first tour, which was a bus and truck tour of Gypsy.
Gypsy. Okay.
That meant that we were on a bus instead of an airplane, and it was with all the children, all the children's mothers.
Oh my God, that's so scary.
I kept my toothbrush suction cup to the window. It was that kind of tour.
Okay.
And then from then it was up and up, and I ended up falling in love with LA when I was on tour with Grease. And funny story, the first night in LA,
Yes.
I was renting an Airbnb. This is early days of Airbnb.
Okay.
Right off Laurel Canyon, and there's a restaurant there called Pache.
That's where I live.
Do you know
Pache's
Pache?
Pache's my favorite restaurant.
Well, my roommate and I at the time didn't know how good we had it. We were staying just up that hill. We went to Pache for dinner. We're walking up to our Airbnb, and who is at the top of the hill? Eddie Redmayne and Jamie Dornan.
What?
And we went in their rental, which was also our rental, but they were living across the way, and had a beer with them.
Oh.
And I made fun of Jamie Dornan because he had a Gucci ad on the fridge of himself.
Oh my God.
And I tried to sleep with him, and it didn't happen.
What?
They turned us down.
Oh, well,
They turned us down.
that is unacceptable.
And then I delivered little bottles of Maker's Mark to their door the next day to suck up so that they would
were
sleep
living
with me. And then they still didn't.
Oh, I've got so many goddamn stories about that. But I got to tell you something. Were they living up in Laurel Canyon? Because all I ever get is once in a while a spotting of Steven Tyler, who looks like a lovely older lady these days, but I love him so fucking
does.
much. He's a little bit above me. We also got Chris Robinson. He's my neighbor from the Black Cross. Such a musical canyon.
I love a... Oh, my... Well...
I have to tell you something about that, just to talk about it for a second. You know, I was like a pretty little starlet, naked most of my career, and I was very popular. But if I hit on the guy, I just couldn't do it. It never happened. I had a crush on so many different actors, and if they crushed on me, we were good to go. But if I had to hit on them, like what you tried, I just failed. I don't know why.
I think it's the coming on too strong. Honestly, I think that Eddie and Jamie thought that my friend Dayla and I were not good enough. They were there for pilot season. We were there doing the musical Grease at the Pantages.
Hierarchy.
You know what I mean? They're like, these girls are not Keira Knightley. These girls are...
Yeah, but these girls are bad asses because it takes a certain type of performer to be able to do what you did. So you started touring.
Yeah.
And then you say sort of that you got your big start in Vegas. Was it in Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah, so what happened was I moved to LA after I fell in love with LA from that freaking Laurel Canyon
Because it's magical.
situation.
I
And the
do too.
jasmine was blooming at the time. Forget about it. Like I thought, oh my God,
Power.
LA is like Jamie Dornan,
Right.
celebrities and jasmine. I'm there. So I moved to LA.
That's your album cover. Celebrities and Jasmine. Yes.
I'm sold.
Go.
And so then I got into TV and film, and then so then I got into this theater company called For the Record, and they're still around, and I credit my whole career to them.
Wow.
They actually have this beautiful bespoke Spiegel tent down at SoFi Stadium right now. You got to go see their show. It's insane.
Okay.
Bug. But we were doing this show at what's now Delilah's in WeHo.
Oh, I know Delilah.
We were
'cause my
doing-
dog is named Delilah.
So it's right on I don't know, Santa Monica.
I've never been in it.
We were doing a show there, and it was called, For the Record, Baz Luhrmann, and I was like in it. And then we went to Vegas with the show, and we opened at the Light nightclub at Mandalay Bay, and it was this cult sensation. People freaked out over our show,
Oh my God.
and that's what led to Broadway. It's what led to everything. That's how I got my cult following.
That's just amazing. And you don't have stage fright? Like, how do you feel? I have
No.
stage fright right now because we're in front of a whole bunch of people, but do you have stage fright?
No.
When you get up there, you're just...
I go to a different place.
Right.
I like lock in. I mean, as I like wipe my sweaty palms right now, I think being on camera is different than being on stage. For me, being on
Right.
stage is like, I'm so at home, and I feel like I deserve to be there. Is the difference.
To be everywhere, in every room, on every camera. I'm more comfortable in front of a camera than I am on stage. But I used to love to be on stage because I'm a hoofer, you're a hoofer. We're both tap dancers,
Oh my
ladies
God.
and gentlemen. We should
Can you
probably
even-
do a fucking soft shoe in my sneakers a little later just to show you we're not lying.
So down.
But I always had crazy stage fright, like I'm going to throw up and die. But once I was on, I was okay. But you're just excited.
I will say, when I was growing up as a dancer,
Yeah.
I got crazy stage fright to where if I was competing, I ran off stage and vomited every single time.
A good vomit.
Even when I wasn't competing, even when I was like, oh, welcome, Petite Miss Dance. I won Petite Miss Dance Kentucky when I was like 12, and I went to New
Awesome.
York City and competed with my tap dance called Drum Crazy.
We're going to find that footage, ladies
It
and
was
gentlemen.
an a cappella tap number.
Oh, wow.
And anyways, I did not win because the girls who were they were like professional dancers. But I would run off stage. Competing in dance was my stage fright, and I totally get it because I worked myself up to such a place where I would just have to run away and throw up.
Yeah. Well, it's a release. There's all kinds of releases, as we know in life. I wanted to say, so let me just read you a couple of things because I do have menopause brain. But not only did you become known for your role of Daisy in Baz, as you talked about, you have a top 40 fucking hit. And you are also, if this is not a bucket list, you are also the voice of Malibu Barbie for Mattel. What?
Yeah.
Didn't we all get our Barbies naked and do terribly dirty things to them? Or was that just me? I mean, how the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, that's how I discovered scissoring was with my Barbies.
Didn't we all, ladies and gentlemen?
Just
Didn't we all?
That was a really weird happenstance, like a strange happenstance to where I just got offered this. It was just a weird thing. And I was like, all of a sudden, this voice of Malibu. It was weird.
Wow.
I
And do you
honestly don't
have
remember
your
how.
little tiny Kentucky, tiny accent? Does she have it?
Malibu does not.
How does she speak?
She leans. She's more valley. Like
She's more-
She has that valley girl. She's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
I try not to be like. She's always like, "Hey guys."
Oh, can I just tell you a crazy Mattel story?
Yeah.
I went out on a date with this guy named Daniel Loeb, and of course I didn't continue dating him because he's a billionaire, and that would have been an interesting decision, ones that I never like to give it away for free. But he brought me to his fucking grandparents' house in Malibu, and it was Barbie, his grandmother, and grandfather that were Mattel. I mean, they were in their 80s 25 years ago. So that's who was depicted in the movie, the little old Jewish lady. I met them. I went to lunch. And then I didn't think this is a good family to marry into. So I never saw him again. But isn't that crazy? We have so many crazy connections. So many. Okay, but then your career, like how do you top that? I'm not really sure. But you somehow do because you became kind of well known for doing these amazing autobiographical, badass, sexy superstar women. You played Lauren Hutton, Peggy Lee. Now, what show was that? Is something with Nat King Cole?
Yeah, I feel like this show might have legs, and it's really, God, it's a pride point of mine. It's called Lights Out, Nat King Cole. We played New York Theater Workshop last year.
Amazing.
And
Amazing.
he just hosted SNL. Coleman Domingo co-wrote it
He did.
with, with
This has
Patricia
legs.
McGregor.
This has legs.
And so to work with Coleman was incredible, and Patricia McGregor directed it, and she's the artistic director of New York Theater Workshop.
This is good.
It starred Dule Hill. And there's tap dance in it.
And you play? Do you play both?
I play Betty Hutton and Peggy Lee. So that was kind of like, I started playing these roles, and I played Marilyn Monroe here in Vegas.
We're gonna talk about that.
And I was like, wow, am I like kind of an old Hollywood gal?
You are. You have.
I
that
kind of
vibe.
am.
You have that fucking vibe. Funny little side note. My name is Brigitte Raquel Bako. I'm named after two sex symbols, Brigitte Bardot and Raquel Welch. They had really fucking high hopes, but I've not yet been able to transfer that to my personal life or to the stage.
I mean,
tell me
I
how
think
the fuck you did it.
I think you're pretty exuberant and
Not a blonde
pretty
bone
sexy.
in my body, though.
well.
Okay, of these three iconic women, and I heard a rumor that the Marilyn Monroe, that was on this trip, correct, at the Paris, the Marilyn Monroe musical was actually endorsed by Marilyn's estate.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
You got their blessing?
Yes.
Who the fuck is the Marilyn Monroe estate? Because who?
Okay, I
She
can't
didn't have any
remember
babies.
the name of the company.
somebody's-
But
yes.
it's a company out of Los Angeles. It starts with an A. It's 3 letters. I'm sorry, I don't.
Ass?
I'm sorry, I don't
Is it
remember.
ass? Is it
Like
ass?
nice.
Nice ass. No, I think,
I did, but they have
right.
like multiple. They have
Right.
multiple. They have Jackie Robinson. They have
Okay.
James Dean. They have. They handle the affairs.
of these superstars, these
Yes,
legends.
it's like an agency for dead people, basically.
Same as my agency. For dead people. Almost dead people. Okay, so of these three iconic superstar, super sex symbol bombshells, which was the hardest to do? Which the one spoke to you the most? Which one do you feel the closest to? What'd you learn them from? Like, what'd you learn?
I mean, I learned the most about Marilyn because I was like on stage for 90 minutes nonstop.
it was just you.
It was a musical, so there were people surrounding me, but I started the show dead in the bed. I ended the show dead in the bed. But everything in between was like the early days of when
Dead in the bed is sums up my career in the 90s. Go ahead. Dead in the bed and naked. Go ahead. Please continue. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
So I got to know her really well, and I actually got really quite obsessed with her death. And like, I think she was murdered.
Me too.
I think somebody like
Me too.
laced her enema
Yeah.
with barbiturates and blamed it on her.
Yeah.
Because she
I
was a
think so.
queen and she was an
queen.
angel and she would not have done that.
No.
Anyway, so funny story. I mean, I got to know her really well, and I consider her an angel. And here's the thing: she proved to me that she is an angel. Because opening night, it was June 1st, her birthday, and we pushed opening. We shouldn't have opened that night. We weren't quite ready, but it was her birthday, and we were insistent.
I understand.
So then we didn't have the whole set, nothing. But I'm dead in the bed. They called places. I'm naked, dead in the bed, ready to start the show. But there's like this huge crowd, and we held the show for like 30 minutes. But nobody told me, so I'm waiting, and I'm so nervous because I was just like, we opened prematurely, and I'm like, I just really want to do a good job. And then we keep waiting, and I was like, oh my God. So I prayed to her.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, please be with me, please help me. And I swear to God, the sheet on the bed, there was like wind. There was wind, and the sheet goes whoosh.
I love this
swear
stuff.
to God.
I believe in this stuff. I love this stuff. Marilyn
And I was like,
gave you a blessing.
instantly calm. She's my angel.
She's your
I
angel.
mean, she's everybody's angel.
I know, but what an angel. What an angel to have watching over you. That is
Yep.
incredible. How long did that show run for?
We only ran for 2 weeks.
Why? It's so
There was-
amazing.
There's something about Vegas where shows close after 2 weeks. And I don't know if it's, the musical, the producers
Yes.
kind of feels like that.
Yes. Oh, I understand. But you
Kinda
never
feels like
know.
that.
These things come back around all the time. Okay, so listen, but I think the most important thing of all the things we talked about is the fact that because I am a creator, and you, in fact, you are not just a gorgeous, fabulous superstar, actress, singer, dancer, and everything in between, but you write and create your own shows. Ladies, that's where the power is. Tell us about that. Tell us about the shows you've created.
It's so funny when you sit down to create. For me, I have to go to a coffee shop.
Okay.
Somehow it starts flowing out. But it's like kind of this researcher in me that I liked to build this show that I built, Starlet. It unfolds like in such a spiritual way when you're seeking. Well, I was seeking to celebrate these women and to keep their stories alive,
Absolutely.
but not just like their stories as actresses, their stories as activists.
Wonderful.
And as like women who like challenge the status quo. And guess what they all did?
Who do you play? How many different characters?
In Starlet, I start the show as Marlene Dietrich. And I love talking about how she pushed the envelope as far as like androgyny. And she was out as a bisexual woman. And in that time, I'm thinking, damn, girl.
Yeah. That's amazing.
You know? And so then I lean into, I mean, Peggy Lee was one to, like, she really fought the system for her rights to her music. She fought Disney, for God's sake. Like,
wow.
When she was writing for
Trailblazers.
Yeah, she's, you know, they stood up and said, like, I am what I am and I'm woman, hear me roar. A lot of these women, and even Marilyn did. But guess what? It gets like pushed under the rug. People don't talk about it. They don't talk about how delicate they were and how
Marilyn
they weren't.
was pretty strong, wasn't she?
Marilyn was strong as hell. I mean, she built her own production company. She said, "Screw you! I'm producing my own shit and writing my own shit." And yes, and most of these women did. I mean, Judy Garland.
It seems that the women that took their own power into their own hands, like from the vagina up, and they said, "I'm going to do this." There's been so much peril that has come to these women.
Yeah.
And I mean, even recently, like in Hollywood with the Predators and everything of the Me Too movement, they never really focused on women who weren't powerful in Hollywood. They went after the women that they thought they have too much power in Hollywood, which is so fucking interesting. But we're changing that, man. We're bringing, your shows like yours are bringing it to the light. So who else do you do? Marilyn, you do Marlena.
Oh my God, Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds.
Yeah. Oh God, how many? I think I could do 12 of them. Well, who am I forgetting?
This is crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Well, it's basically in my research. I thought, okay, I wanted to do the starlets who actually sang in their own films because I'm a singer, so I'm trying to find songs that they featured in their films, and it was just a lot of fun. Betty Hutton was featured. You know, she beat Judy Garland out of the role in Annie Get Your Gun.
I never knew that.
Beat Judy Garland out for the role, and now it's like she's like the most badass of them all.
Is she really Betty Hutton?
Betty Hutton. Wow. She's the one who's like, anything you can do, I can do better. Yeah, and she's like, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I mean,
my musical theater career here right now at NAB. Okay, that's good. I mean, Liz, and where is this? Are you still workshopping it? Is it playing?
Here's the thing about creating. Okay, so I made the show. It was around COVID time. I did the show. I sat it down here in Vegas, workshopped it here. A beautiful place to workshop a show because it's an amazingly supportive community for artists here.
That's wonderful.
Like it's like people come around and there's no judgment like New York or LA.
Yeah, New York tough.
There's no like, we wonder. It's just like people are really enjoying themselves. So I workshopped it here. I took it to Puerto Vallarta. I did it in LA. I did it in New York. And then I was afraid that it was tired. So I let it lie.
Sometimes you have to put this stuff down for a bit and then you find it again. When I write a script, I like to leave it alone, go to Italy, go on vacation, and then come back to it and go, that was fucking brilliant. Why did I put it down? You've got to pick that back up. Did you find that too?
Yeah, it's still just, I come up with stuff all the time for it.
It's evolving. It evolves.
It's evolving, and I wonder how it's going to be when it comes to its great fruition.
Now, you and I are both coastal. So, well, I don't know if Vegas is a coast, but I live New York and LA,
Yes.
and you live Vegas, and you've moved to LA as well. So you do both non-coast. But do you love it? How do you like going back and forth?
I bop around so much. I mean, I was in New York last year, loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so jealous of you that you do spring and fall in New York.
It
and
only
then the
takes
rest
2
and
husbands
that.
and 2 dogs. It's so easy.
Okay, where do I get those? I bop around. I like keeping my place here in Vegas, like I said, because this community has embraced me.
So wonderful.
And I own property. Like, I don't think I could have bought a home in New York or LA. But this is a community that has embraced me in such a way that I can workshop my stuff, and it's cheaper
It's
to
so
live.
wonderful.
And
you can work out the kinks of a show and be fabulous and be embraced and then take it on the road. You have that capability to do that.
And even like my music video.
Yes, your top 40 music
For
video.
my single that I wrote that here. I recorded
What is
it
the single's
here.
name?
It's called Shock Value.
Just wanna shock you right tonight. Just wanna shock you right. Do you think you've seen it all?
I'm very proud of it. But that was 2021, so that was a long time ago. I decided, I'm not doing that again because it was really expensive and it like never
make your own
didn't pay
demo.
off.
Yeah.
But that even the music video was just shot in an apartment, in a commons area in an apartment here in Vegas. I mean, everything is just, you can just do it,
can do it.
on the cheap, on the fly. And there are so many, there are magicians, musicians, acrobats, clowns,
Aerialists,
dancers,
sexologists,
I mean,
croupiers.
Yeah, like,
What about a musical
hookers.
about croupiers? How do you learn to be a croupier? And where does that word come from? It's all. Can I just tell you, my very first time in Vegas, I was probably 21 or 22. I had just come to LA for a movie. We came out here, and I had that beginner's luck thing where I fucking won at everything. I won at the thing that they have in the restaurants. I won at blackjack. I won to the point where they wanted to make sure I was not cheating the system.
They thought you were a witch.
Because I am a witch. Thank you for asking. But I wanted everything, and then I came back like 6 months later thinking I would do it again, and I lost everything in 5 seconds. What is that beginner's luck about?
I don't know, because sometimes I lock into witchy stuff too, and I run the roulette table, and people are like, "Oh my god, who is this lady?" And I don't know what it is. I think maybe we're just witches.
Yeah, we're witches, and you're channeling a lot of really, really fucking powerful ladies.
Maybe it depends on who you're with.
To bring the witchiness out, to bring the power out.
Yeah.
I think so too. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions. You don't have to answer them if you don't want to. But like, as I said, the show is a female empowerment show because I'm trying to say that all the decisions, good, bad, and ugly, good, bad, and stupid, that we made growing up as girls to women in this town and in this business and in this life, there really weren't any mistakes. I mean, she may have gotten it wrong a few times, but it led us to the badasses we are today. But do you have any, did any part of your body make any crazy decisions for you that you were like, but it actually turned out to be fucking amazing?
My boobs have gotten me places into which I have used that to my advantage.
Correct.
In ways that perhaps my father would not be proud.
Mine bought a house.
Yeah.
Understood.
At one point, I bought a domain, RubyLewisHasAmazingBoobs.com.
Fuck you, I wanted that one. Oh my God.
This is when I learned I was going to have to show my boobs on Showtime for the first time, like actually show them. And I bought it because I was like, if I'm going to have fans.
You're so fucking smart. You're so much smarter than me. I gave these boobs away for free. I gave the vagina away for free. I didn't have a domain for anything, and I really could have.
Guess what? Nobody visit my domain, though. Like, I was checking Google Analytics, and nobody was Googling my boobs.
And they will come. Now, what show is this on Showtime? I know this is really exciting.
Okay, so my initial on-camera sex scene and showing my boobs was on Masters of Sex on Showtime.
Great show.
And the woman who gave me the pep talk for the sex scene / nudity was Lizzie Kaplan. And she told me, she said when she first had to like bop up and down on, on screen.
Yeah, bopping.
I think she said it was True Blood.
No,
You know, this whole move.
Let's do it right now. Yeah, we did that very, very well. Very well.
So on True Blood, when she first had to do this, she was like, she's in the makeup trailer and I'm terrified. And she said, when I had to do that on True Blood, I took 3 shots of whiskey. I have whiskey in my trailer.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you want some?
Yes.
And I was like,
the answer was yes. Even I don't
No, I
drink, and I
said-
would have taken it.
no, I said no. I said no because I didn't know what to do. I was like, I need to be
Who
with
was your
my.
sex scene with?
His name is Nick D'Augusto.
Okay.
Nicholas
Was he
D'Augusto.
nice? Was he
Cute.
okay? That helps.
So nice. But when I tell you, it was like we had to like start here, and he was just wearing a tiny patch over his
Yes,
penis.
yes, I know the
Like a-
patch.
Like just a patch.
I hope
And
not
it was-
too tiny.
It was a scene. Well, I covered enough, you know, but I was still down there. The scene was like it's set in the 50s, and he's asking her to go down on him, and she's like reticent because she's
Right.
just young nurse, and she's like doesn't know. But legit, I'm like down there.
You're down there. You get to meet your co-stars up in personal. That's why it's really nice if they're cool because I
He
mean,
was
like,
really
even
cool.
though if the camera can't see the jingle jungly jingaloo, you're gonna have to like. I was saying that Patrick Dempsey and I did a love scene, and we were both in these neoprene diapers, but he has large. Round things, and one was coming out
No.
of one side, and one was cut. It couldn't contain the ballages. And
Why
you
am I
just
salivating?
dreamy? You just have. He's going to sue me, but you just have to
Oh.
go with it. You just have to go. Now, did you have an intimacy coordinator, or was
No.
it before that?
Pre intimacy
My whole
coordination.
career was pre.
Mhm.
I would be in jail.
Now, like I'm doing a theater show where I have to pop kiss somebody, and there's some intimacy coordinator telling me how to pop kiss. I'm like, girl, bye.
Yeah. Well, we're old school. We know how
I've
to do
been-
that.
I've
We
been
know
down
how
there.
to do that.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
good.
Well, what would you say that Las Vegas, since you live in more than one city, does Las Vegas bring out one's true personality or the worst part or the best part? Like, what do you think it does? 'Cause it really takes your inhibition away.
Well, I think that there's something about the desert that I do feel more powerful here. And I think that's why when I came back, I did my show in New York. Paramore closed on Broadway. It closed. I came back here. I got back into Baz. And there was something about Vegas that made me feel invincible. Like truly, I was like, I'm buying a house. I'm doing this. I'm getting this. I got this. I mean, I started like really being like, hey, I'm owning this town. I don't know.
Queen of the fucking desert. Do you have a favorite show in Vegas that you've seen? I mean, I've been coming for years. I've seen Tom Jones,
gosh.
I've seen Barry Manilow, I've seen Diana Ross. I do have a favorite, but I want to hear what yours was.
Okay, well, depending on the mood. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Spiegel World scene.
Okay.
So I stand by Absinthe and Atomic Saloon.
Absence is amazing.
God, it's just hysterical.
Okay.
It's hysterical. And having done Paramore, and I mean, I have a major appreciation for acrobats.
Sure. Oh,
And affinity for acrobats too. I'm just like, ugh. I
right.
dated an acrobat when I was in
That
Paramore.
had to be
Oh my
fun.
gosh, it was really fun. And anyway, so
Contortionist. I haven't tried that yet. Maybe that's next.
See, I don't know that. Okay,
Too bendy?
that's a little bit.
Okay.
But for the male review,
Hmm.
for the dancer, okay, so Magic Mike is wonderful.
Is it?
It is wonderful.
Princess Leia, Magic Mike is wonderful. I'm taking my
you
producer.
must go tonight. You must
Okay,
go.
we're going tonight, late show, after we see The Wizard of Oz at
Magic.
this year.
Okay, that's amazing too.
Okay.
But also, if you want more underground,
Yeah.
if you want like dudes like really bumping and grinding on you, Aussie Heat. Aussie Heat changed.
Where were you last night? Because we just went to like Nacho King. And I kept thinking, we're not in the right spot. I don't know.
Well, last night I was just at my home
That sounds
in
lovely.
Paradise Palms. I was hanging out with
Palms. You live
yeah.
in a place called PP Paradise Palms.
Paradise Palms. And guess my home used to be owned by Gladys Knight. That's why I bought it.
Queen.
Yeah.
Queen. Wow.
So my Wi-Fi password is pip pip hooray.
You're my new favorite person.
Funny, like there's
meant to be.
there's a big whirlpool tub, and I like to imagine that like Gladys and all the Pips used to hang out in there.
They were
it's very,
cousins,
it's
so-
very like 70s.
Oh my
vibe.
God, it sounds fucking amazing. I hope I get to see it one day. My house,
Welcome.
I have a 1923 kind of Spanish villa in the wrong country. And it was owned by a man named Kevin Conroy, who was the voice of Batman. And before him, a concert pianist, Lilia Rudas. So I had the home of a queen and two queens.
That is good
And,
juju.
Okay, so my favorite show of all the shows, I did see Donnie and Marie,
Okay.
and I couldn't tell which one was Donnie and which one was
Yeah.
what. But no, my absolute favorite show, and I went with my boyfriend, who's a tall white guy, and I just pretended he fucking wasn't with me because I was in the front row of Silk Sonic when it was in the small theater. Because I love my Bruno. He is titty height. I have nuzzled him into these many times. Well, one other time. And I was front row, and I just felt like that fucking concert was to me. And I want to go see this one. Did you see the last one?
No.
Because it's so huge. How do you get close?
How do you? I would never. Okay, I'm not a concert goer. I would go to that concert, and I'm not like a bra thrower. I would throw my bra.
Yeah.
I would take my underwear off.
I love competition.
I love
Bruno
him so much, and I love Silk Sonic so
and I love
much.
Harry. And I love Harry.
Okay,
But
I
if
love Harry too.
Okay, both my boyfriends are on tour. But if I had to, Bruno. And maybe Jafar, we'll see. We'll see this week.
Oh man, you can just tell that he's a good time.
It's a good
Know what I
time.
mean?
It's a good time. He can go up on you. Get it? Thank you. Okay, I just want to thank you, Miss Ruby Lewis. You're my new fucking best friend. I just want to move in with you at Gladys Knight's house. And you are welcome to the casa. And let's see what cute guys we can find in Laurel Canyon. We'll go to Pot Chili. I want to thank everybody at the League of Filmmakers for letting us do this podcast here today at NAB. How fucking fun. I drove to Las Vegas in curlers for you people. And this was our first time doing it in person. You're my first. You popped my cherry. It's so appropriate. Thank you, Miss Ruby Lewis. What a wonderful, fascinating, ball-busting superstar you are. Woman, hear me.
Thank you for your boost of confidence at a time when I really needed
You
it.
got it. You're amazing.
Girls got each other.
Girls got each other. Let's do the titty bounce one more time. 90s titty bounce. Thank you so much for having us. We'll see you soon. All the best. Lies My Vagina Told Me is hosted by moi, Brigitte Bako, produced by Jacques Telemaque and Leah Sherman, artwork by Leah Sherman, theme and original music by Jack Moore for balletguitar.com. See you next time on Lies My Vagina Told Me.